Pairing bruschetta with wine. Imagine the crunch of toasted bread, the burst of ripe tomatoes, a touch of garlic, basil, and olive oil. Bruschetta is more than an appetizer, it's a celebration of simplicity and flavor. But what if this humble dish could rise to new heights with the perfect glass of wine? Bruschetta, rooted in Italian tradition, offers a canvas for a variety of toppings, from classic tomato and basil to creamy cheeses, cured meats, and even roasted vegetables. Each variation invites a different wine companion. Knowing which wine to pour is like understanding the rhythm of a perfect duet, balanced, complementary, and harmonious. Let's start with the classic tomato bruschetta. The acidity of fresh tomatoes calls for wines that match its brightness. Enter Pinot Grigio or a crisp Sauvignon Blanc. These whites cut through the olive oil and garlic, cleansing the palate and refreshing the senses. Prefer red? A young Chianti or a Dolcetto with low tannins keeps things vibrant without overwhelming the dish. When your bruschetta features creamy ricotta or burrata, it's time to turn to sparkling wines like Prosecco. The bubbles lift the creaminess and enhance the herbs, turning every bite into a festive occasion. Soft goat cheese works wonderfully with a dry rosé, think Provence style, adding fruitiness without excess weight. For meat lovers, bruschetta with prosciutto, salami, or spicy andouille needs wines that can hold their own. A bold Barbera, or even a Nero d'Avola from Sicily, can offer depth and structure to match the savory richness. The key here is balance, enough acidity to cut through fat, and enough body to match the meat's intensity. Bruschetta with roasted mushrooms or truffle oil deserves something earthy like a Pinot Noir. The subtle forest floor notes in the wine mirror the umami of mushrooms beautifully. If you prefer white, a lightly oaked Chardonnay can also work, especially when there's a buttery element on the bread. And then there's dessert bruschetta. Yes, it exists. A drizzle of honey, mascarpone, and fresh figs or berries pairs divinely with a Moscato d'Asti or a late harvest Riesling. These sweet wines don't overpower but elevate the natural sweetness in the dish. When pairing wine with bruschetta, think in terms of contrast and complement. Bright flavors love acidity, rich toppings need structure, and herbs always welcome a crisp finish. Don't be afraid to experiment. After all, food and wine are meant to be enjoyed together, not studied from a distance. Which bruschetta and wine pairing will you try next, and what new flavor harmony will you discover?